There are very few things that humankind has made that I think is truly perfect in every single aspect. This is one of those things. So today we're making mac and cheese, but not just any sort of like mac and cheese and stir. We're making it 3 ways. One, that's macaroni in the pot. Shout out to Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B. The second being an oven version, and then the third being a healthy version. Which brings me to my next point. This video is sponsored by Thrive Market. You know, we got the healthy macaroni and cheese and we've got Thrive Market. Now, where does that intersect? Well, I'll tell you. Thrive Market is an online membership-based market that is on a mission to help make healthy living easy and affordable for everyone. Members save an average of $32 per order. And look, let me level with you guys. I work a lot. I work probably 105 hours a week. And you know, sometimes healthy eating and healthy lifestyle is difficult and it takes the thought out of it, it takes some of the time out, and it comes straight to your door with exactly what you want. Check the link in the description for a free gift up to $24 in value when you join today. So do me a favor, and if you want to give Thrive Market a try, visit the link in the description and choose a membership model that best fits your lifestyle. So anyway, with all that said, let's make this, shall we? Alrighty tighty, so let's make our first mac and cheese of the day. Make sure to season your water very generously with salt. The Italians will be angry if you don't. And well, so will I. First, start by boiling half a pound of macaroni or pasta of choice. Now cook that bad boy just until al dente. Drain it and hold it on the side. To make this sauce, simply melt 2 tablespoons or 28 grams of unsalted butter over a medium heat, then add 2 tablespoons or 18 grams of all-purpose flour. Mix that together and let that cook for about 45 seconds. Now from there, you're gonna slowly add 1 cup or 240 milliliters of whole milk. Keep whisking over medium heat until that thickens nicely like so. Now shut the heat off and add 2 cups or 180 grams of grated cheese. This is half raclette and half cheddar, you know, little bit classy. Whisk that all together until completely melted and smooth like this. I mean, come on, it's just
velvet gorgeousness. I mean, come on, it looks like velvet. I guess that's where the term Velveeta comes from, because it's like velvety, but you know, that mashup of words didn't work so well. Anyway, it's velvety liquid smooth.
Then finish it off by whisking in 3.5 tablespoons or 55 grams of creme fraiche for a little bit of a chef's kiss. Season that to taste with salt and stir your macaroni back in for a symphony both in flavor and sound. Now that's macaroni in the pot. Now for the next one, we're gonna make a family style oven version. For the breadcrumb topping, mix together 3/4 cup or 58 grams of panko breadcrumbs. Why did I say that like the foot lettuce guy? 1 tablespoon or 9 grams of za'atar, 2 teaspoons or 3 grams of fresh chopped thyme. Mix all that together till combined, then mix in 4 tablespoons or 56 grams of melted unsalted butter. You know, feel free to add some flaky salt or black pepper if you have that. Now for the pasta portion, it's the same procedure as before, but with different proportions. First, mix together 3 cups or 250 grams of cheddar and 3 cups or 250 grams of Gruyere. Then in a large pot, boil 1 pound of macaroni, this time using a conchiglie shape. That's what I like. Boil just before it's al dente and slightly underdone. Drain it again. Then in the empty pot, add a 1/3 cup or 73 grams of unsalted butter. Melt over medium heat. Sounding familiar? Whisk in a 1/3 cup or 50 grams of all-purpose flour. Cook for 45 seconds. Then this time add in 3 cups or 720 milliliters of whole milk. Whisk that till it begins to thicken. Then add 4 cups of that cheese mix that you made earlier. Whisk until completely smooth. Add your pasta back in. Mix.
Oh. Whoa. That doesn't usually happen.
Then from there, you're gonna pour half of that into a 4 to 5 quart baking dish. Sprinkle on the remaining cheese mixture, then pour the other half on top. Top that off with all of your breadcrumb topping and place it in an oven that's been set to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius for 25 to 30 minutes or until bubbly and the topping is lightly golden like so. Now let's taste test these two.
First up, we have the regular mac and cheese. This is a simple one, right? We're talking a true Mornay sauce. It's a roux, it's milk, it's cheese, and you put macaroni in it. That is true, simple macaroni in the pot. This is for Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. Thank you so much. So this has like that classic sort of like buffet style macaroni and cheese. You go to a hotel and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to go on the slip and slide. Bleh. But it ends up not being that fun. But you have this macaroni awaiting in a big hotel pan and all the people are yelling and screaming. Anyway, so second. Oh, this is a really simple, common oven mac and cheese. You put panko breadcrumbs on top. We've got a Mornay sauce, but you see, you flavor the panko breadcrumbs and it permeates through the whole dish. This one is ultra, ultra cheesy, like. Oh yeah, that's the one. This is the one. It's like a big mouth singing to me. Like, this is way better. Flavor texturally, you get more volume, you can cook a lot all at once. This is all you get for this recipe. Granted, you could scale it up, but a little extra time, a little extra effort. Anyway, the point is you have 2 easy mac and cheese recipes. You can either go the 1-step version or you can go the 2-step version. But if you just take that extra effort, I promise you, it will be worth it.
Okay, last but not least is the healthier, low-calorie mac and cheese from our homies at Thrive Market. Same as before, you're gonna go ahead and boil yourself 1 pound of nice shell pasta. Here I've got some brown rice pasta. Low GI gang, you heard? Boil that according to the directions. Separately, we're gonna make a low-calorie cheese sauce, which I didn't think was possible until I figured this one out. So get yourself a head of cauliflower, remove the florets, place those bulbous veggie clouds into a pot filled with water, bring to a boil and boil those puppies until they're, well, about as soft as they can get, around 8 to 10 minutes. I want them to be mushy. Go ahead and fish those brothers out of the water, pop them into a blender, start off with about a cup of your water that you used to boil, begin blending, adding additional water if needed, and once that's nice and smooth and vortexing, add in 1 cup or 90 grams of grated cheddar, 1 tablespoon or 14 grams of nutritional yeast, 2 teaspoons or 6 grams of turmeric powder, and salt and pepper to taste. I'm using truffle salt because, you know, well, why not? Blend till beautifully incorporated and tastes salty to your liking. Now just mix that together with your pasta. I'm always amazed by this. Although it's tasty, you don't need a ton of cream and cheese to make something taste great. It's all about good technique. Now let us compare our flavors.
Right, so the sun went away. Bummer. So the color might look a little weird. We've got essentially, it's not vegan, but I think it's vegetarian. You use a vegetarian cheese, I don't know. Nonetheless, this is a healthier version of a mac and cheese. It's low calorie, so you can eat a bunch of it if you're watching your macros and you're, those are my guns. Low calorie, here you go. You know, you watch me eat all these different things and it's about making things as great as possible, but it's almost like people think I don't ever eat healthy food. And 2 things, food can be perfectly low calorie or healthy or whatever and still be perfectly delicious. It just takes a little bit of finesse. Now look, I'm not gonna lie. Is the texture of this exactly the same as mac and cheese? Of course not. But the flavor itself is amazing. Very, very, very nice. That truffle salt really helps. And the cheese, that nutritional yeast really helps lift the cheese flavor. If you're on a diet and you're craving mac and cheese and you have a bite of this, you may never go back.
Do you want to know what else is saucy and full of cheese? B-roll.
And that is it. So we made mac and cheese. Honestly, all of these options were fantastic. I've always been more sort of a macaroni in the pot guy. Cardi B, Megan, how are you doing? But the oven version kind of surprised me considering I don't make it that often, and it's really a solution to a lot of problems when making mac and cheese. You can make more, it's easier to serve, and all those things, so. And it's a different eating experience. And then the third one, of course, especially surprised me, being a healthy version. It's like healthy mac and cheese, come on, it's not supposed to be low calorie, but it's a great alternative. It still has that rich, unctuous, sort of cheesy quality to it, and also it had the nice macaroni texture. It really wasn't that different at all. You know, and I think that if you're trying to drop your calories, you're trying to eat something healthier, that's a great way to go. Thank you to our friends at Thrive Market for sponsoring this video. Don't forget to head to the link in the description to get yourself a membership and try it out. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video or you learned something, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you next time.